to start getting you ready for scholar-led conferences, also known as student-led conferences. We also call these SLCs in Federal Way. Every year, every scholar in Federal Way does an SLC where they share their progress and their goals with a family member, okay, or a caring adult. And so our conferences are going to happen next week virtually. Fun fact, do you guys know we don't have school next Thursday and Friday? They are non-school days because teachers are going to be working or meeting with families for SLCs, okay? Pop in questions into the chat as we go. So, do you have to go on campus, do your SLC? Yes or no? Do you have to go on campus to do your SLCs?
Not that I know of, not this year at least.
They're going to be done virtually in Zoom. And what are the 3 days that you and your family can sign up for your SLCs?
No. Yeah, I think somebody's.
There they are, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Okay, awesome, Ashen. In the chat, I put a link to the template that you're going to follow. Also sent it out in email. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up if you have that template. You have the link. Go ahead and click on it now. Good. We're going to check again because we're going to use it in a couple minutes. And it is in the chat if you don't have a copy.
You mean the link in the chat?
Yep. Click on that and get it ready. All right. Here's your learning target for today or for student-led conferences. I will lead my scholar-led conference by sharing my learning, my grades, my future plans, and my work habits with my advisor and a caring adult. That is the purpose of SLCs. I have a bitey dog right now. So a little bit more context of what's going to happen during SLCs. So families will schedule a conference with the advisory teacher. So that's me, Mr. Filing, and Miss Ritchie. You're going to meet with whoever your advisory teacher is. The conference is going to be held in Zoom. The purpose is for you, the student, to share your strengths and your progress in classes and your next steps based on your individual work and how you're doing in your classes. Students will lead the conference. And so you're given a template. We're going to start working on that today. As long as you look at the template ahead of time and you just go through that template and it will prompt you what to say during your conference. Your SLC will last 20 to 30 minutes. So those of you that have done SLCs before, would you please share with us about how long they did take you? If you were prepared to lead your SLC, how long did it take you? You can unmute yourself and share or put it in the chat.
15 minutes.
15?
It might have been an hour. Didn't really keep track of time.
Me either.
So an hour if families are asking questions and asking you to expand on things. Yeah. So we are signing up for 20-minute slots. And then if your conference goes longer than that, you and your family are going to go in a breakout room and finish your SLC. Okay. So if you want to meet with your family for an hour for your SLC, that can happen. So to prepare for your SLC, you're going to want to think about your goals and reflect on your current achievement in classes and identify what your next steps are in your classes. Going to complete the SLC template PowerPoint before your conference because you're going to use this to guide your talking points during the conference. So during the SLC, the student does the majority of the talking. Teachers will be there to answer questions, but we don't lead the conference. It is not a TLC. See what I did there? It's not a TLC. It's a
Teacher-led conference.
SLC. Yes, yes, yes.
For some reason, Miss Ferguson, I want to break out into song right now.
I know. Do you guys know TLC, the singing group?
Go chasing
Waterfalls. No? Oh, we broke.
Nothing?
We broke
Nothing?
Maya and Mr. Filing. We broke
Most
them.
likely. Yes, most likely.
What?
We won't, don't worry, Kamaya, we won't do that again.
So Arnica put in the chat, last year we didn't do anything with a teacher. And yes, so this format of SLCs is a departure than what Internet Academy has done in the past. Yes. So we're going to give you a template to fill out. You and your adult will come into Zoom and have the conference there. And that way a teacher can be there to answer questions. Okay, so here's what we're going to work on today. 3 things. You're going to start working on your template, your SLC PowerPoint template to use when you lead your SLC. We're going to practice sharing your screen in Zoom. So when you log in for your SLC, you are ready to share your screen. And you're also going to practice sharing your grades from Canvas, because you're also going to be doing that during your SLC. You also need to check your grades in order to fill out your SLC template. So at this time, let's all make sure that we can log in to our template. I'll put the link again in the chat. Also sent to you. Email if you're in Miss Fergus's advisory. And if you were my template, where would you be hiding? That's
Miss
where you would be
Ferguson, it's
hiding.
the last place you look.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Okay, so when you click on that link, so open up your template and let's do a check here with everybody. Make sure everybody can access that link. So please give us a thumbs up that you can access your SLC template. And we edited it for 8th grade. Good. Thanks, Sam, Caroline, Ashin, Artem, Isabella, Ariana. You guys need the link to the template. Good, thanks, y'all. So click on the link in your chat. And I was just thinking, Mr. Filing and Miss Ritchie, if a family does not sign up for an SLC, what I think I'm going to do is just meet with the student one-on-one. So I will be the adult that they conference with. And so regardless if your family signs up to do an SLC, you're going to need to have this template done, because you're going to be going through this then with me if I am your advisor. So this is a really important step for everybody. So first thing you're going to do when you look at this template is you want to make a copy of it for you. So you're going to go to File, Make a Copy, Entire Presentation, and then you're going to want to save that in your Google Drive. All right, here comes Sophie and Jalen. All right, thumbs up.
You want me? Entire presentation or?
Yep, entire presentation. Good question. So once you open up that template,
You want me to remove all speaker notes?
at this point, it's up to you what you want to put in there. So you can leave the speaker notes or you can add them. Once you've made a copy, this is now your presentation. You get to do whatever you want to it on it. Okay. So the first thing I would do is definitely take out what this step 1 says and then put your name in there. There you go. Arnika's ready. Caroline's ready. Okay, so let's look through this template really quick. This is going to take longer than just today in advisory for you to complete this. This will take about 30 minutes, an hour of preparation on your part, because you're going to be going through and checking your progress in each of your classes, putting them on the slides. You also want to be thinking about what your future goals are and your graduation plans, because you're going to be sharing those out with your adult. So here's an example of what, go ahead.
By graduation plans, do you mean like high school graduation plans or just whatever you are graduating?
Anything that is relevant to you for graduation. So,
But I mean like which graduation?
oh, high school.
Okay.
Good question. So for each of your courses, here is an example. So this is slide 4, an example of what you're going to see to fill out for your course progress. So pick one assignment from the class you're proud of. List the reasons why you're proud of it. You can show it to your adult from Canvas, or you can put a screenshot in this PowerPoint. And then touch base on what are you learning in this class? What are you struggling with in this class? What could your teacher or caring adult do to support you in this class? And then notice that last one is, what is your current grade in the class? So we're going to go over here in a minute how to find your current grades in your classes. So you want to fill out that slide for each of your courses. Some of you are in 5 classes, some of you are in 6 classes. So delete any slides that you don't need. Then after you share your course progress, the next slide, slide 10, is where you get to talk about what your schedule is each week. And this is the number you want to be shooting for. 27.75 hours per week you should be working in your classes. So during SLCs, you're going to be talking to your adult about this. Are you spending about 28 hours of time each week working on school? If not, what are your goals to change that? What is your plan going to look like to increase that up to where it should be?
Wait, 27 hours. That's like working. That's like working through the whole day and night. That's like more than a day.
In a week. Not in a day, in a week.
So it's about 5 to 6 hours per day on school, per school day. It's a good clarification. Thanks for asking that.
Bonnie, does that make sense now?
After your time management and schedule slides, so that's 10, 11, and 12. And the next thing to talk about are your future plans. After graduating high school, I think I would like to pursue a career in blank, because And then provide a couple reasons why you're thinking right now that's what you are wanting to do.
Ms. Fergus,
Yeah.
I had a student email me yesterday afternoon saying, what if they did not know what they wanted to do after graduating high school and the career that they wanted to be in? How would you reply to that student and tell them what they should do with this slide, or what would you say?
So what are the different things that you're thinking about then? Do you think you might like to go to college, go to community college, go to trade school?
In my mom's basement.
Yeah. Go in the military. What things are you thinking about? Or maybe there's somebody that has a career that you know that's really interesting to you. And maybe you're just starting to think about some careers you're interested in. Then your next steps would be, well, then how do I prepare myself to do that career? What do you think, Mr. Filing? What did you say to that student?
Oh, you're muted.
Oh,
I was waiting to ask you because you were the one that was presenting today. So I wanted to make sure that I would say the same thing. That's the truth.
yeah. Oh, I think the point of this slide is that you share what you're thinking about. The point is that you should be thinking about what you're going to do after high school. Now's the time to think about it because it's in 4 years. And so you want to start planning for that now. I tell you what, I thought I wanted to be a pilot in 8th grade. I remember very distinctly. And that changed by my sophomore year. I wanted to then own a hotel in my 10th grade year. Okay. And then look, I went to school to be an engineer. And then I ended up after school being a math teacher because I changed course during. So the point is not that you're picking something and staying with it. The point is you're identifying something you're interested in. You start pursuing a path to that, and then you figure out if that is the right fit for you. And then you make changes from there. What question in the chat? What if you don't know how much you do work, or what if you do your work takes less time? That is a great question. What if you are not working 5 to 6 hours a day? Okay, I would answer it this way. If you are working, how about this? If you are satisfactory progress in all of your classes, meaning you are keeping up to the pace in your classes, and you are getting a B or an A grade in each of those classes, then I would say what you're doing is working for you. But if you are working less than 5 to 6 hours a day, and you are unsatisfactory progress in your classes, and your grades are C's or lower, then that is your sign that you need to increase the time working in your classes. Does that help, Arnica? Because that's a really good question. Okay.
I think that helps. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm now checking my grades.
Good. Okay. So this PowerPoint slide, this template is for you. If you want to modify it for yourself, you do that. Okay. And if you have specific questions about you and your situation, then talking to your advisory teacher is the best person to answer your questions. Okay. Let's look really quick how to find grades in classes, because that is the next thing that we're going to talk about. And you can right now open up a Canvas course, because you can play along with us. Now, I'm not going to do this on my screen because when I click my grade book, it actually shows all the student grades, okay? When you click your grade book, it's only gonna show your grades. So what you're gonna do, every single class has its own grade book. and you access it by clicking on grades right here on the left-hand side.
And one of the things you want to remember, like I told my students yesterday, was that since you're in 8th grade, your classes, especially your core classes, you're going to have all of the assignments and everything from day 1 all the way to the last day of school. So you're going to have a bunch of them in there. So you're going to have to scroll down to get to the bottom, but that's where you're going to want to get down to the bottom and see what your overall grade is. And you're going to want to look to see if you have any zeros. You're going to see if you have any lower percentage scores, that kind of a thing.
And it happens that you maybe have an assignment that you weren't aware that was due and it's past due. My 8th grader assured me, every day he assures me that he checks his grade book. Guess what? I got his grades. There was an assignment that was a big assignment that was due 3 weeks ago. Do you think Franett-Fergus did it? No. Do you think he noticed the 0 in his grade book for 3 weeks? No. Okay. It happens. But the cool thing about our school is that you can turn it in. You can turn in that assignment and you still get your full points. Okay. Based on what you illustrate, once you turn it in. So it's not a big deal if something's missing right now. It is a big deal if it's still missing at the end of this semester. So get those in. Questions on the template or anything that you see, any questions about SLCs? Also, if you want to see all your classes at once, you can see that if you scroll down in the dashboard on the far bottom right, there is grades. Cool. Thanks, Arnica.
I always knew.
Cool. Let's see. So Mr. Filing, Miss Ritchie, we do not have time to go into breakout rooms and practice sharing screens in Zoom. What do you think the best way?
I would say if there are 2 or 3 people in here who never have done it and are really totally lost, let's go ahead and just have them give it a try, or even just take a couple of students and have them try.
Okay. Okay. So I've turned on screen sharing. You want to be careful because whatever you have on your screen, depending on your settings, could show once you click the share screen button. So check right now what's on your computer screen. Y'all asked, does advisory count as a class? No, advisory is not a credit-bearing class. What percentage counts as a C? Caroline, that would be 70 to 79% is a C. Good, someone figured it out. Good, Ashin, good work. All right, so Ashin,
I got one.
Stop share. And then let's give someone else a chance. Is there someone who's never shared their screen before in Zoom? Go ahead and press the green share screen button at the bottom.
Deblani, you had a question, honey? Go ahead.
What does 100% count as an A or an S? Or does more than 100% count as a S?
100% is an A. And S just stands for satisfactory, and that's how we at the end of every month, you either are satisfactory for the month or unsatisfactory. How'd I do, Miss Ferguson? Did I do okay explaining that?
Nailed it.
Sweet.
I think the question was also like, what is it if you have more than 100% as your grade?
Oh.
Does that exist?
It's still an A. I just
Yes.
realized it's still an A.
Sounds like you have a teacher that gave you some extra credit, which is very nice.
Yeah, because I have 105 in math.
What? Mr. Filing. Mr.
Oh,
Filing.
Don't look at me. I didn't correct her work.
Oh, wait, that's me.
Yes.
Arnica, I'm gonna go look. How did that happen?
Go ahead. Blame me. Blame me all you want, Ms. Fergus. It's all good.
I'm gonna go look at that. Okay, so
Almost 106.
I'm gonna go look at. I'm not.
Oh, Arnica, you shouldn't have said anything. Oh, honesty is the best policy.
That's right. Okay, so our time today has come to a close. However, do not leave until you have the template that you're going to use for SLCs. The one other thing that we did not talk about is how are people signing up for SLCs? Your advisory teachers are sending out a link to you and your family, and we have schedule of spots to sign up for. You identify one that works for you and your family. Okay, so if you're in Fergus, I've sent that out in Canvas. I've also sent it out in regular email. Okay.
Did you send it out in Remind?
I sent out a reminder in Remind to check your emails. Yes, to sign up. Okay, if you have your template, give us a thumbs up, and that is your sign that you can log out. If you would like to still practice sharing your screen, go ahead. You can stick around, press the green share screen. Nice, Sanaya, Addison, Yout, good. Isabella, David,
Yes,
Jalen,
Pastor.
good. Simone, Sanaya, Roy.
Wait. I pressed the screen share button. I pressed desktop, but the share button must be blocked.
Try it again. If it says desktop, then you want to click on desktop and it will show your whole computer desktop.
Oh, and the share button's going blue. Well, I'll give it a try.
Nice,
There
it's
you go.
working. There it is. Nice work.
Okay, I do mine. Should I show mine from last year? I mean, it's technically still got my grades and stuff, but
Yes, I would like to see it. Kamaya, I want to make sure though that there's people who, if they need to practice sharing their screen, or if they, bye Ashen. Ooh, Arnica, I want to hear it. I want to make sure that people have their needs met for this year first, real quick. But then, yes, I'm very interested. I want to see it.
And I stopped by
Sure.
share.
Good work. You
Well,
did
what
it.
about, but what about application?
nice.
You shared the right application because the application you're going to share during your SLC is your PowerPoint.
So it'll be up to you, Javali, if you want to share your whole desktop or if you just want to share PowerPoint when you go to do your conference. It'll be up to you.
Okay.
All right, Andrew, Donna, Caroline, Sophie, Malachi, do you guys have any questions about SLCs?
No.
Good. You have what you need to get started? Okay. So finish up your template and then sign up with your family for an SLC.
And
Excuse
if you're in my advisory, I'll be sending out my email to you right after this session.
And Miss Fergus, I don't have access yet to bookings, so I was going to, that looks like a great thing to use. And if it doesn't get activated the next couple of days, I was just going to do a Google Doc.
Yeah.
So I'll just be sending mine out. Yeah, hopefully as soon as I get bookings, or worst case scenario, I'll send it out tomorrow.
Yeah, that's great. Sanaya, were you, did she leave?
She left. Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
All right, Malachi, do you have any questions?
No.
Did you get the template for your SLC?
Trying to figure out how to do that.
Okay.
I get to-
Did you click on the link?
Yeah, I think I clicked on that link.
Good. All right, so go ahead and do that again. And then
It just brought me to the same. It just brought me to the same page.
does it look like this up on the screen?
Yes.
This page? Okay, so now you want to make a copy. So you go to
Okay,
File,
how do I make a copy?
File, make a copy.
Entire presentation.
Yep.
Okay, I just made a copy.
Good work. So now you want to open up that copy to work on.
Okay.